Welcome class, we're going to be working on finding slope and rate of change, and then we're going to be using slope-intercept form. For some of us this is going to be a review, but before we do that we need to remember a few things. So firstly, we're still in chapter 4, which chapter 4 included 4.2 and 4.3, which was teaching us to graph lines, and we did that two different ways. So one way we did that was plotting points. So we took a line like negative 2x plus y equals negative 3, and we change this to be y equals 2x minus 3, and then we made a table. Okay. Now, this is not going to be the most essential way of doing this, right? But we need to remember this. So we made a table, then we used these, plotted the points, and then after plotting the points, so first, we made a table. Actually, this is probably second. Let's be honest here. The first is set y as a function of x. Then make a table, then plot points. Then draw a line. Okay, this was our plan for 4.3. So what we're going to do is we're going to do and 4.2 and 4.3 in this case was back at it. We found the intercepts. Now, intercepts, a simple thing, is where our line hits our y-axis and our x-axis. So let's use a different marker, because this one is faded. So a hypothetical example of 2x plus 6 plus y equals 6. So this is 6 and this is 3. So how do we find our intercepts? So y-intercept would be 0, 6, where a line hits the y-axis, and x-intercept, so this is y-intercept, and x-intercept is 3, 0. So you notice for y-intercept you plug in 0 for x, that's exactly what we're going to do. So y equals 6, and x-intercept you plug in 0 for for y, so you get 2x equals 6, x equals 3. So our answer is going to be 0, 6 and 3, 0. And that was graphing with, so using the intercepts. So if you're given the intercepts, you plot the 2 points and then draw the line. Because the mathematical rule is that between any 2 points there is exactly one line. So between any 2 points, there's exactly one line. So now we're going to go to 4.4. Now 4.4 takes this idea of 2 points, and we're going to find the slope between them. Now slope is the vertical change. So slope is our vertical change over our horizontal change. Or, better yet, this is rise over run. Okay? This also could be viewed several different ways, but there is a formula. So if we have 2 points, we want to find the slope between 2 points. Our points are x1, comma y1. That's our first point, and our second point is x2, y2. Okay? Then you're going to say the slope, which is m, equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So change is subtraction. So this is y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. Okay? Now, they show us the image in the book of rate of rise and run. So this formula right here is something that you should know, okay? This formula I would put to memory because you're going to need to know it. Okay, let's look at finding slope, okay? So this is just using different points. The idea behind it is if we use this formula, we'll still get it right. So let's say we have 2 points, negative 4, comma 2, and 2, comma 6. Okay, so we're going to plug 6 and 2. Notice our y2 and x2 are first. So we're going to find m equals 6, it's our y, and 2 our x. And we're going to subtract, and in this case, y1 is 2, and we're going to subtract x1 from the bottom. Now I put this in parentheses because we need to make sure we're not going to confuse our negatives. Then we distribute and subtract. So 4 over 2 plus 4, which is 4 over 6. And with fractions, you always simplify. So that's 2 over 3. So our slope, m equals 2 over 3. Okay? So, process, make sure you plug in the right thing into the right place, okay? Then make sure you distribute the negative and then solve it, okay? Okay, we're gonna go on to do a few more problems and then we're gonna go to next section. So, slope can be positive or negative or 0, okay? My apologies. Something happened with my PDF. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Gotta change my settings. Never mind. Okay, it's okay. Do it this way. Okay. So, gotta find the slope of this line. I'm just gonna show you the points. First point is 3, comma 5. Our second point is 6, comma negative 1. So, plugging this in, get m equals, we plug in the second point, y over on top, x on bottom. Then we're going to subtract the y from first and the x from the first. So negative 1 minus 5 is going to be negative 6, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So then simplifying, this becomes negative 2 over 1, which as we know is negative 2. Okay, so the process, make sure you put you could do the y's first on top and the x's on bottom, but you got to make sure you keep it consistent, okay? So that's a negative slope. Now, a horizontal line is going to have a 0 slope. So that y's won't change. Okay? So negative 2 comma 4 and 4 comma 4. Okay, well what we do, we find m equals 4 over 4 minus 4 is negative 2. So on top, 4 minus 4 is 0. On bottom, 4 plus 2 is 6. So if you have 0 divided by 6, that's just the same thing as 0. So our slope for a horizontal line is 0. Okay? Okay, and we will come back to this in the next video.